Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Enjoy.
Speaking of records, Harry Kane, he's back.
Yeah.
He's back.
I never doubted him, by the way. I want this to be known on previous podcasts when we've had discussions about Haaland versus Kane to City. And I said, Kane's the man. Don't let it faze you.
I mean,
I've got faith in the England number 9, you know.
You did back him. You didn't back him. You took him out of the FPL.
Yeah, he was getting 2 points a week. So
you know, you took him out. You took him out and started banging it in. So you did actually sort of.
Well, I took him out. I took him out when he had 2 postponed games.
Oh, that's fair enough.
So I was like, well, if Spurs keep getting their games postponed for COVID, I can't keep playing this 12 million forward up front.
Well, let me read you the list of Premier League all-time goal scorers.
Do you know what's mental about this list, by the way? What is Frank Lampard doing in there?
What do you mean, what is he doing?
That's crazy.
From a centre midfielder.
That's mental.
So Alan
He
Shearer.
has no right to be anywhere near those names.
I know, people don't realise how good. Like, we obviously know how good Lampard was.
Have you seen the KDB stats as well? Where in comparison, where they put KDB stats on.
He's only 20 assists off of Lampard.
Yeah,
screen
after the
KDB's on 81. No, he's not. Yeah, he is. KDB's on 81. Lampard's on 102.
But collectively, he's still like 100 and something behind Frank.
What, contributions?
Yeah, it's mental.
So obviously, number 1 is Alan Shearer. Yeah. Will anyone ever beat Alan Shearer?
Could be Kane.
Like, if you do the maths, if he scores 40 goals a season,
no, he's got to get like, I think it's like 22 more for the next 4 years or something.
Well, let's do 260 goals he scored. He scored 260 goals. Divide it by, say, 20 goals a season. It's a good season for a striker, isn't it?
Yeah.
Divide by 20. He has to score 20 goals a season for 13 seasons in a row. That's ridiculous. I don't think anyone will ever beat Alan Shearer, personally.
I think Harry Kane might.
He's got to score another 100 goals.
Yeah, 90 something, 80 something, yeah.
Wayne Rooney, 208.
How old is Kane? 29? 30?
Let's go fact check.
I don't
Andrew
think
Cole,
he's 30 yet.
187. Sergio Aguero, 184. Obviously, Frank Lampard, number 5, 177. And then Harry Kane has just overtaken Thierry Henry. He now sits on 176. One behind Lampard.
Do you know what would have been amazing? Is if Harry Kane scored a hat-trick in the Everton match.
And tied level with Lamps.
And just slid in front of him.
And
that would have been
dropped the L.
That would have been funny.
He's overtaken Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
And he's
28.
He's 28.
He's only 28.
Bro, I'm telling you, 6 more seasons, he gets, 15 goals?
If he stays in the Prem, he has to leave Spurs, doesn't he?
No, how many has he got this year? 12, 13?
Yeah, I just think he does have to leave Spurs, though, like, realistically.
Nah, Spurs, if Conte stays, Spurs are building something, and it pains me to say it.
Really?
Look at the people that they've signed and how well they're
Are
doing.
they
Kulusevski.
Oh, what a player.
Hit the ground running. Bentancur. What? Bentancur.
Bentancur.
Google it. He's got an N in his name.
Bentancur.
Bentancur.
It's pronounced Bentancur. It's a silent N.
No, it's not.
I swear to God. Listen to the commentators. Bentancur. Anyways.
Google his name. Is ridiculous. Those 2 Juventus pickups have been ridiculous. And I think
Bentancur. Pronounced Bentancur. There you go.
Where's that?
Look, I know you were going. Anyways, whatever. Shut up, man. I bought on Kulusevski.
Yeah, me too.
I bought him in. He's so fucking good. I don't know why I didn't bring him in. I said from the start of the season, every time someone's in form, bring him in straight away. And what haven't I done this season? Done that.
Yeah, but you can't. One game is not in form. What if they get injured at the end of the game?
Well, you got 4 games in a row when he bagged or assisted. Do you know what I mean?
No, he didn't.
But I still think Harry Kane's going to leave Spurs at some point in the next couple of years.
To go to who?
City.
We had this discussion.
Yeah, but I tell you why.
And now because he's scoring, you suddenly see
I'll tell you why I changed my mind. I don't think City will justify spending 250. I know they're super rich and whatever. I still don't think they'll justify.
I don't think they buy Harry Kane now. They bought Alvarez. They don't need him.
Really?
Yeah.
So therefore, he has to leave the Prem, or he goes to Newcastle.
Yeah. And then beats Shearer's record.
Tell you what,
Newcastle.
though, give it 2 years. He bags a few goals for Spurs the next couple of years. He stays good. He stays relevant. He stays popping.
Stays relevant.
He's a YouTuber. Newcastle in 2 years, where will they be? Will they be worthy?
The trajectory that they've gone from takeover to now, they're probably going to win the Premier League by about 50 points.
Well, what I'm saying is, if they're pushing for Champions League in 2 years,
You know they've got they're second in the form table.
oh my god,
They are, right?
I've got to start
behind City?
Yeah, it'll be City.
got
Yeah.
Fulham. I've got to start bringing in. That's true. Fulham are doing very good. Not in the league, but in
Fulham?
overall form table.
Different league.
Overall form table.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, in a couple of years when Newcastle start pushing for Champions League, Harry Kane might be like, you know what? Spurs are a bit crap. We're not going to win anything.
No, but he's not in the Champions League anyway. So him going to Newcastle would be easier now.
But I'm saying in 2 years' time, when Newcastle have that squad of like elite Champions League players,
I don't think they even need the elite Champions League player squad to get him across. They just say, mate, we've got so much money here for you. You could be the best player in the Premier League. We'll build around you.
So he could go this summer.
Here's 500 grand a week.
So he could go this summer. That's what you're saying.
Not in the summer, but over the next year or so, I'd say. If Newcastle really wanted him, they could.
So you agree with me that Kane could go to Newcastle in the next couple of years?
Yeah, but I didn't. Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't say otherwise.
Oh.
I'm saying if Newcastle really wanted to get him, they'd just fork out the money.
But I'm saying I don't think Harry Kane cares about money. I think he wants good players around him, so he wants to see the players and wants to win the Champions League.
It depends what kind of manager Newcastle get as well.
I could keep Eddie Howe.
Imagine they just buy Conte across and be like, "Yo, man, we'll get a double deal."
Conte brings over Kane.
Yeah.
Do you think Harry Kane with this new stat makes him better than Thierry Henry?
No.
Do you think he
Get
will
out.
be better
Get
than
out.
Thierry
Genuinely.
Henry? No, genuinely.
literally.
I don't believe it, but
No,
do
but
you
no,
think
one
he
week-
will
The
be?
1 week he doesn't wear an Arsenal shirt as well.
I'll tell you why.
What has happened
You
to
can
this?
say that. All right. Who's better, Neymar or Ronaldinho? Stats wise, Neymar, but Ronaldinho is.
Well, Henry's goal to game ratio is the best in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Still to this day.
Do you think that on the
Or is it minutes per goal?
the trajectory that Harry Kane is going on, do you think he will be a better player?
But then you could say, is Alan Shearer better than Sergio Aguero or Henry?
Do you know what?
Well, he is.
But I don't think he is as a footballer.
You just said you can't beat his record, so
I know you can't be, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying Harry Kane's overtaken
It
Thierry, but it's
depends.
not saying he's a
It
better
depends how
footballer.
much you value doing your job as a footballer. Because Alan Shearer's job was to score goals, and he was the best in history at doing that. But I think Henry's more electric to watch, but Harry Kane maybe offers more.
No, I think Thierry Henry had more to his locker, more in his locker.
You got to realize
than
Harry
both
Kane.
Shearer and Kane.
Yeah, but you got to realize Harry Kane is not fast. He
I know.
He's got to do so much
That's what
more
I'm saying.
work.
As an overall footballer,
but Harry Kane,
Thierry's got the whole package.
I don't know that. Well,
He could head. He could right foot, left foot.
what? And Harry Kane.
You know the
can't?
Gary Neville, the Gary Neville audio. Right foot, left foot, header. Kane cannot single-handedly sprint through the middle of Real Madrid at the Bernabeu and become the first English team to beat Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. He couldn't do that. Harry Kane cannot get the ball inside his own half, sprint past the Real Madrid players, hold it up in the corner. He can't do it against Jamie Carragher. Fucking Jamie Carragher.
Yeah,
Good
but
centre-back.
the-
Henry goes, see you later, mate. I'm going to have
But
a
that's
10
what I
metre
mean. Harry Kane is not blessed with the pace that Henry had, so he's got to do. He's got to be such a better footballer because he can't just blitz past people and do.
better goal poacher.
Wait, I mean that's not.
I don't know. I'm just saying, overall footballer-wise,
But
there's more to Henry's game than there is to Harry Kane's game.
I
And yes,
can't agree
Kane's,
with that.
Kane's got more goals.
Henry's my goat, and even I think. That,
Okay, who's a better footballer, Andrew Cole or Thierry Henry?
Well, I'm going to say Henry.
Well, Andrew Cole's got 187 goals.
But what I mean is Harry Kane is not Harry Kane's like a 9.5. He does the job of a 10 and a 9.
Okay, and
He
CDM.
offers so. Sorry, what?
And a CDM.
Yeah, and a CDM in the Mourinho teams. But do you reckon you'd see Henry doing that job? Have you ever seen Henry come deep and thread a 40-yard pass
Yeah.
to Son? Not to Son, but
To Son. I've seen him do it to Dennis Bergkamp.
you got to remember how good the Arsenal team was then as well.
Yeah.
And Harry Kane's got to do it with
Look,
fucking Matt Doherty at right wing.
let's have a look at Thierry Henry's overall goals.
I obviously am
Thierry
in the
Henry-
camp of Henry, but I don't think it should be.
Henry scored 290 goals.
I don't think it should be underappreciated
Kane,
just how good Harry Kane is.
I know, no, I agree. I think Harry Kane is phenomenal, and he'll be England's all-time best striker. He'll overtake Wayne Rooney.
Yeah,
There's no
I
doubt in my
agree.
mind. Harry Kane has scored.
And this
Mate,
is coming
mate,
from
on-
this is coming from a guy that brought Harry Kane into his FPL, and every week he blanked for 8 weeks in a row.
It's true.
And then when I eventually took him out, he decided to score like 15 goals in fucking 11 games or whatever it is.
I know Kane's obviously only 28, but he's still got 100 more goals to match Henry's record.
Here's a question. Do you think if Harry Kane was put in that invincible team, he'd get the record, he'd get Henry's goal record
Yeah.
the same? Do you think if Henry goes to that Spurs team,
I think it's more.
really?
Yeah.
I,
Imagine Harry Kane, but with pace.
they're not the same player though.
But
They're
imagine
not.
Harry Kane with pace. It turns into Haaland. It's true. Do you know what I mean? Now, one thing is impressive though. Kane's England record. Obviously, he's one off.
Yeah, to be
Did
fair,
Lineker get
scoring
49? Is he on 49? No, Rooney's on 50.
Obviously, Rooney's
He just
first.
broke Lineker's, didn't he? And he's up to Rooney. He's like
yeah, he's not that far off.
He's close to Rooney, but Kane's
Just got to play San Marino again, innit?
yeah,
Fair,
literally
innit?
48 goals and 67 appearances for England. That's pretty darn good.
It's better than Weghorst. It's better than Weghorst's record. So that's how good it is.
I know I said Weghorst's going to score 10 goals, but he's actually done pretty well.
How many's he got, Weghorst? One.
Vad Weghorst?
1 goal?
No.
2 goals?
Vad-
What did
I
I
think
say?
it's 2.
How many did I say he'd get? Like 7? I'm pretty sure I said 7. and
Vad
you said-
Weghorst,
You said double figures.
He scored
didn't
1
you?
in 8.
Yeah. 1 in 8.
Hmm.
That is rough.
Yeah, he is letting the side down a little bit, but he's playing well.
We should ask. We never really interact with people, so
Who's
this is
be-
probably
yeah,
the
who's
chance.
better?
Yeah, on a footballing basis, who would you sooner have in your team? Like a prime Thierry Henry or a peak Harry Kane?
No, prime Henry or prime Kane. When it's Kane's prime?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Has he hit it?
Yeah, he could go ballistic for the next 10 games or whatnot.
Okay, yeah. Who would you have in your team? Harry Kane or Thierry Henry?
I'd go Henry. I'd have to.
So
go
everything
Henry.
you've said, you're still picking Henry.
Yeah, because he's my hero though. But that's not because I think he's a better
Hmm.
baller though. I don't know.
I think Henry's better.
I just think Kane's underappreciated.
I don't know if he's underappreciated. I don't think he's underappreciated. I think people know how good Harry Kane is. I don't think he's underappreciated. Look, either way, let us know. Thierry Henry or Harry Kane.
It's close though, because obviously Harry Kane has he done it in less time than Henry?
I don't know.